I love our quarterback. I love our owner. I love the fact that we have a good core group of players. I was extremely disappointed with everything about today. But you keep going, you keep working, and there's times we played excellent football. Today wasn't one of those days. So we got another chance to prove to our home crowd that we love them, care about them. We're going to play hard next week against the Falcons. So that's the way I look at it.
Coach, there's one thing to not play your best or play excellent football. It's a whole other thing to play what you guys put out there in the field today, 10 games in. Do you have any idea where it went wrong and how it unraveled like to that point?
Yeah, defensively, third downs, we couldn't get off the field in their first drive. They took about, basically the whole first quarter. That's a very good football team too, by the way. I think they're kind of hitting their stride. Very good players, good scheme. We just, you saw what I saw about 4 times they had a chance to get off the field. We didn't do it. And then offensively, my God, I think we had 3 and out and then a turnover. We had 4 plays in the first quarter, I think. And then Trevor, I thought, and the group took him right down the field, kicked a field goal, and that was the first half. But to answer your question, yeah, I'm not going to panic. That was a very poor display of football in so many areas. But go back to work and try to go beat the Falcons next week.
Real quick, could you address Fernando Lobo leaving, going back to Texas? Yeah?
Yeah, he came to me last week, and he wants to be an athletic director, and they've offered him a really good job. And I knew that. Fernando's like a son to me, so all positive.
When you and Trevor
Nothing behind door number 2 with that one.
Okay. When you and Trevor were talking at the end of the game, what was that conversation with him like? Was it trying to just keep his spirits up because he's never been through this?
Yeah, I just love that guy, man. I mean, how do you not? The guy is, it's all good. It's all work. It's all positive. It's all, my gosh, you saw him what I saw, and he took the field, tempo, moving the ball. And I love Cam Robinson. He kept going and going and going even after he got dinged. There's so many great things. That's why you get your ass kicked, and there's going to be a day we don't get our ass kicked here. That's coming. And I know that guy's going to be part of it, that 6 foot, whatever he is, quarterback. And care deeply for that guy.
Hey, Coach, you guys are already kind of thin at the wide receiver position. What could that injury to Jamal Agnew mean for the roster?
Devastating, yeah. He's our, we all know what kind of person he is, and talented guy, fast guy. So we'll know more tomorrow, but that's a hit square in the jaw if that's a problem.
Urban, in terms of the play calling, what were your conversations both in game and then I know obviously clearly you haven't had time to watch the tape back, but looking at last week, looking at this week, what have your conversations been with Darrell Bevell?
A lot of respect for Bev. I think it's it's a little bit like the quarterback. I'm very transparent with our staff. If I think it's a really bad play call or lack of execution, we address it. We've tried to adapt a little bit. I was really disappointed today because we had some things that I thought were things that Trevor was really good at, and we just never got to it because it just didn't play well. So, yeah, I mean, Bev's an excellent football coach, and so is Shadi, and those guys work together, and obviously the product's got to improve here quickly. But I have confidence they'll do it. We'll do it.
7 games left, and you hate to start asking about staff changes. With 7 games left, but there was a report today that you've been really harsh on the running backs coach and the receivers coach, and they've been taking the brunt of maybe your criticisms behind the scenes. Is there any truth to that?
There's a report, you said?
There was a report today.
No, the only report that, in all due respect, is the report from me, and very disappointed on offense right now. Special teams, there's times of defense, so no, I mean, it's, once again, there'll be nothing behind door number 2. We're a very transparent staff, and I am very transparent, that I've always been. So we have high expectations, and when someone's not performing well, then, yeah, we have hard conversations, but that's the game of football, and so that report is incorrect. I mean, am I I don't know about the word hard, to have high expectations for position groups, absolutely. Very high expectations, and if it's not fulfilled, we have to have a conversation about it. I can assure you it's not, I can't remember which, receivers and what?
Running back.
Yeah, it's not, there's not focus on that. There we can spread it around a little bit.
The third down penalties on defense, there were a few times, a few times in the first half where you guys got a stop, but a penalty, gave San Francisco a first down.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, how can you move past that and just kind of get it through to the defense that those are mistakes you can't
Well,
make?
where there was a holding, and it was, I mean, we had a sack, right?
Personal foul. And a hold. Both on a cap,
Was it Rayshawn on the,
both of them.
yeah.
Defensive holding on a third down and the ejection for punching, throwing a punch.
Yeah, it's not like him. I know he had a taunting one earlier in the year or something, but I'll chat with him tomorrow, and, once again, there's, the holding, I didn't see it. The fight, I saw something going on off to the side. It looked like two guys going after each other, but, so, yeah, what can you do? I'm gonna go address it. He is a captain. He's very well respected by me, that we got to get that fixed.
Yeah, Urban, that's where I was going to ask you as well. Do you feel like you're in a position where you can be hard on a veteran like that when they make a mistake and they get ejected?
Well,
What's the balance?
The days of being hard, in my opinion, I think it's the days of being honest. 15 years ago was a whole different animal, and that's at all levels. So being hard, especially a grown man, that Rayshawn Jenkins, great. What the heck? What the heck's going on, man? Let's get that corrected. He'd be the first one to have that look in his face, like, why did the heck? There's no defiance. If there'd be defiance, that'd be a problem. So we just got to have a grown man conversation, and you can't do that, especially in your position, any position.
Hey, Coach, you've talked a lot right here. You've talked a lot about building the confidence of this young team over the course of the year and how you need that confidence to play with it. What does a game like today do to the confidence?
It hurts it. I think we won 2 out of 3 at one point, and so you started feeling good. You had victory meals. People started to pep their step around here a little bit. Defense was one of the top defenses in the last 4 games. You kind of feel a little juice going, and then you play like that. So we got to get them back. That's my job. That's our staff's job and our leader's job. So that was a sting to it, but we'll be back.
You mentioned one time overconfidence is just as bad as not being confident. Do you think some of the players started to get a little overconfident?
No, I would be. You'd have to ask them. I would be shocked. I think defensively they're feeling pretty good about themselves because they were playing very good, and today we didn't play very good.
Last one for Mark.
Dan Mullen was fired for the first time in his life today.
She just told me that.
Yeah. What was your reaction to Dan?
He's one of my close friends. He's a guy that was with me for 15 plus years. I didn't see that one coming. I know the expectations of Florida. I lived it, and it is a premier place. But Dan and Megan are dear friends, and I'm sure Shelley talked to Megan. So I'll call him tonight, and I just feel it's a tough profession.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.